Good morning. Welcome to another day of Mishmas. For today's video, you guys are going to be spending the whole day with me. I'm very excited, and today's video is sponsored by Lancome. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. We are going to be playing with some of their skincare first, and then I'm going to be putting on like pretty much a full face of Lancome, including their Teint Idole foundation, which has a 24-hour wear. And that is what I'm most curious about in terms of this full day wear test that I want to do. I'm going to be out running some errands. I'm going to have my mask on and off. And yeah, I'm really excited to test it all out. But I do want to start with some skincare. I'm going to start with their toner. This is their softening, hydrating toner with rose water. And Lancome toner is a toner that I used in college, if you can believe. I had a roommate who was actually a model, and she loved Lancome skincare, and so she always had a bottle of their toner hanging around, and every once in a while she would let me use some, and I got hooked. So Lancome was the first toner I ever really used, and I quite enjoyed it, I have to say. I don't remember which one it was, so I don't know if it was this one, but it looked very similar. So I'm gonna put some on a cotton pad. And I just washed my face. So I just, showered, washed my face and everything. And so toner is my next step. It has a rose floral kind of scent to it. I would say it's medium strength. It's not exactly light, but it's not overpowering. I'm gonna let that soak in and do its thing. Okay, now that my skin has absorbed it, this is usually when I try and assess whether or not a toner is good for my skin. I have very dry skin, and if a toner makes my skin feel tight at all, excuse me, if a toner makes my skin feel tight at all, I'm just not a fan of it. But this one actually makes my skin feel more supple. Ooh, it's quite nice. Very nice. And then next, to kind of prep my skin for the day, and also because I am feeling kind of in need for some extra care here, I'm gonna try their firming mask. And on the back of the tube here, it says to avoid the eye and the lip area. Ooh, it's like a very rich cream. Just gonna warm it up in my fingers a little. Ooh, I love the scent of it. It's very light. What is that scent? It's like a very light floral. Ooh, all right, so I'm gonna focus this on my forehead. Okay, I'm gonna avoid the eye area. Just gonna kind of go down the middle of my nose here. Get my chin, but I'm gonna avoid the lip area. All right, while I'm standing here with the mask on, it says apply 2 to 3 times a week in thick layer on your face and neck. Oh, I only brought it down a little bit. Maybe I'll put a little bit more on my neck. Insisting on the sagging parts of the bottom face and neck. Leave it on for 15 minutes, then rinse off. Okay, I'm definitely gonna apply more to my sagging parts. They should make a body mask then. I'm gonna put more here. It says this formula is charged with 17% beeswax and carnauba wax and helps to restore skin's elasticity and leave skin feeling tightened and nurtured. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna leave this on for the 15 minutes and I'll be right back. All right, it's been 15 minutes. I actually took the opportunity to put some clothing on. I am wetting a little face cloth here. I like to do that instead of just rinsing my face. I feel like it's so inefficient to just splash water on my face to try and get a mask off because they're so thick. So I like to take a towel and I'm just gonna remove the mask. My skin feels so soft and supple. I usually have texture down here on my jawline that it's just part of my face, but it feels so smoothed out. So interesting because usually I only get this feeling maybe after I exfoliate or something. Wow, this mask really calmed things down. Well, that's really nice. I think I'm gonna have to continue using it to see if I see like the firming effect, but so far it feels great, especially for my dry skin. It doesn't make my skin feel tight or anything. Really lovely. All right, well, I'm gonna continue with my skincare, do my hair, well, dry my hair. Probably won't do it. I'm gonna dry my hair and then I'm so excited. We're gonna sit down and do like a full face of Lancome. I'm really, really excited to try the foundation. All right, ready to put on the makeup. I actually threw on that Nordstrom cashmere sweater that I hauled in my Black Friday haul video. And I got the extra large and it fits great because it fits over these like larger blouses like really nicely. So anyway, it's freezing here in Vegas and it's like wherever my apartment is situated, like we don't get direct sunlight until the afternoon. So until about 2, 3 o'clock in the wintertime, it's cold. It's like really, really cold in here. You feel like you're just kind of in the shade constantly. Threw on the sweater. It's nice and toasty. We are going to try the Lancome 10 Idole Ultra Wear up to 24-hour color wear and comfort transfer resistant. It's for all skin types. I picked out 2 shades and I hope one of these works. So I picked out 210 Buff Neutral and 215, which is also considered a buff neutral. So let's take a look. So here are the 2 shades. This one looks a little bit cooler than this one. So this one's the 215 and this one's the 210. I think I feel like the 215, when I lose any kind of color that I've had from being out in the sun, my skin tends to look a little bit more neutral, more cool toned. So I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna shake it up, and there is SPF 15 in here, which is really cool. And the SPF in here is octinoxate, which is a chemical sunscreen. I'm just gonna pump some out onto the back of my hand. Kind of has like a mid-weight texture. See how it's running down my hand, but not like water. Got my BK Beauty foundation brush. This is the 101 brush. Pick some up with the brush and spread some on. So it says it is oil-free, fragrance-free, transfer-resistant, non-comedogenic. It's been tested on sensitive skin. It's been tested under dermatological control. And then it says, oh, here we go. Full coverage, velvety matte finish. Okay, that's what I was wondering because that was my assumption for this foundation. I feel like anytime I see anything like long wear, I always feel like it's gonna be like a full coverage foundation. But personally, I am not like a full coverage foundation fan. I really like ones that are on the lighter side. And putting this on with a brush and just picking up like a little bit of product at a time, I am able to achieve like a light medium coverage, which is great. You can still see, do you see like my sunspots there? I definitely want to see if it's buildable. So I am going to put down like a light layer and then we'll see if we can build it up. Okay, so far, I'm really pleasantly surprised by this foundation. One, like I said, I'm able to achieve a lighter coverage, which is great for me. And while this foundation is setting down, it is really quite radiant, actually. I don't think this is a very velvety finish. And again, because I have dry skin, I'm not the biggest fan of like a matte finish. Velvet is fine, but I really prefer something that's a little bit more radiant. And that's what I'm seeing with this foundation. I think it looks great so far. And interestingly enough, it doesn't feel like super tacky. You know, it doesn't feel like it's just sitting on my skin, even though there's quite a bit of radiance. Wow. All right, I'm gonna put on the rest of this and see if we can build it up. I feel like this spot is a good spot on my face to see what the coverage is like. I'll put it there. Yeah, I wanna say we've got like a medium coverage now. All right, so definitely buildable, but look at this beautiful finish. I am so pleasantly surprised at this radiance. I love it. I really love it. Okay, well, again, we're gonna be doing a full day wear test with this. I'm gonna be having my mask on and off all day, so we're really gonna be able to see what the longevity is like with that foundation. But moving on, like I said, I do have like almost a full face of Lancome makeup here. They did send me the Absolute Powder in Absolute Almond and Absolute Golden because I have Absolute Pearl and Absolute Pesh, so I wanted to see what these looked like. I think they're a little bit deeper than the other 2 powders I have, but they are translucent. So maybe, this one is Absolute Almond. And here, maybe here you can see, it is quite deeper. Let's see how that translates to the skin. Okay, I'm gonna pat some of this powder onto the back of my hand. Just want to see how deep it is. I don't think it's very deep at all. Actually would be nice to maybe give me a little bit of color. So that is an option, but let's take a look at Absolute Golden. Ooh, this one has like a little bit more of a rosy tinge to it. Ooh, and Golden has more of a sheen. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see that, but Golden is over here with more of a sheen, and Almond is a little bit more matte. Wow, okay. Well, I really want to test out this foundation kind of as is, and I'm gonna be putting a mask here. Maybe I'll just use the powder like on the top part of my face. I'm gonna go with the Almond. I think the Golden would be nice because it does have that sheen to it. I think that would be nice for finishing powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Golden. So just up here on my forehead, maybe like the perimeter of my face, but I really wanna leave this alone and really see how transfer resistant the foundation is. So I'm gonna dump some out. Ooh, it kind of has like a subtle bronzy effect for my skin tone. That's really nice. You kind of kill two birds with one stone, like setting powder and bronzer. Actually, as I'm sitting here powdering my face, I'm wondering, maybe I'll powder one side of my face and leave the other side unpowdered, and then maybe that would be an even better test. All right, so I'm gonna powder the right side of my face. Don't let me forget, right side of my face. Again, I have some of this Almond down, and I'm just going to brush some. Oh, you can see can you see the tint there? There's the tint of the Almond. I'm gonna blend that out though. And then one side of my face is gonna look bronzer than the other side all day. It's fine. I really love the shade of this Almond and how it gives me life. It just gives me a little bit of life. And the Absolute powder line, I have been such a fan of. They just have such a gorgeous, subtle sheen to them. Really beautiful. All right, so right side of my face is powdered, left side of my face is not powdered. Okay, I'm just gonna keep repeating that to myself. Next, we're gonna try a Lancome blush. I have the shade number 541, Make It Pop. And I don't think I've ever tried a Lancome blush, so I'm really excited. You guys know what a blush fiend I am. Here is the packaging. It has a Lancome rose on top. Ooh, pretty. Let me do a swatch. Ooh, lovely. It has a really beautiful satin sheen. And there's like, do you see that? Like a slight metallic shift to it. Ooh, that is lovely. All right, I've got my Refer 04 brush. I'm gonna go in and pick up just a bit of this. And my goodness, that is lovely. Wow, that is really pretty. Do you see that sheen to it? Ooh, wow, that is lovely. You definitely do not need a highlighter. I mean, by all means, add highlighter on top if you want, but I don't think you need it. I feel like this gives your whole cheek a tremendous amount of highlight there. Oh, it's stunning. Ooh. All right, next let's move on to eyes. So they sent over 2 of the monochromatiques, and these are, well, let me show you because these are just very, very interesting. I've never used one of these, but the description of them is so cool. So I remember when these first came out, I was really intrigued and I was surprised at how large they were because I saw these in store. Just a really big, like, single shadow, and you can use them for eyes, cheeks, and lips. So it's described on the back of the box here as, this playful formula offers blendable and buildable coverage, leaving a beautiful flush of color all over. With a clean applicator, apply to eyes first. With a different applicator, apply to lips and cheeks for a flush of color. Now, I don't know if I need to add any more of these shades to my cheeks. I think I have a really great flush with that blush. But I definitely want to try these on my eyes. So I have 2 colors here, and these just look so interesting in the pan. Here's a la mode. Do you see what it looks like in the pan? Almost looks like it's fabric. Let me go ahead and swatch this. Oh wow, it's like a cream. Wow, that is not what I was expecting. Ooh. Ooh, look at that color. So this is a la mode. And here is Ooh La La. And Ooh La La looks like it has little micro glitters in there. Do you see like the little sparkly bits? Ooh, these are so interesting. They really are like a cream product. So there is Ooh La La. It's definitely a more subtle satin finish, and I can't really see the micro glitters in there. Yeah, this one is actually just a little bit more subtle than this one. Of course, I think I'm gonna try this one. I love a sheen on my eyes, as you guys know. And they do say to use an applicator with this, but I kind of want to just use my fingers because it has such an interesting formula. Well, let me try. I'm gonna try with my fingers first. So I'm just gonna go into this a la mode shade and pat it on. I'm definitely not the best with my with my fingers. I should probably use an applicator. Wow, that's pretty. Wow. Great one and done shadow, and you guys know how much I love my one and done shadows. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna try an applicator because I don't think, I'm just bad with my fingers. I've got my Westman Atelier Baby Blender brush. This is one of my favorite one and done eyeshadow brushes because it's like fluffy and it has like a dome top. It's synthetic haired. So I'm gonna go back into a la mode, pick up a little bit of product and just work that in. Oh yeah, that's pretty. You can just really, really like work it in and smoke it out. And then I'm going to grab my BK Beauty 207 brush. I'm going to go back into a la mode, and I just want to bring some down underneath my eyes because I feel like I've got all this smokiness up here and nothing underneath. It looks a little imbalanced. So I'm just going to drag some underneath. Wow, big fan of these monochromatique. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but these are really nice. I love how they're kind of like a cream product, and I definitely want to play with these like on the lips and cheeks, but maybe next time. This is beautiful though. Okay, I don't have any Lancome eyeliner, so I'm going to use my Wang Essential Eye Kohl in the shade Precious Opal. This is like the metallic kind of brown. I thought that would be a really nice match to the shadow, and I'm just going to tightline with it. And I do have a Lancome mascara to try. Now, I'm a big fan of the Monsieur Big. I tried that, you know, many years ago when it first came out. It's lovely, and I like the waterproof version as well. That was a really good mascara, but I have never tried one since then. And so this lash lifting volumizing mascara really caught my eye. And I do have it in the shade 1 Glossy Black. And this is another product, up to 24-hour wear. So let's see what the bristles look like. Ooh, this is a fun package. Actually, before I open it up, let me curl my eyelashes. Where is my eyelash curler? Lashes are curled, and let's go in with this mascara. Oh, it's got a curved wand. Oh, interesting. So the wand is curved. The plastic bristles seem a little bit longer at the base, a little bit shorter at the tip of the wand. Oh, neat. This formula is definitely on, I think, on the drier side, which I prefer. Some of the wetter ones I feel like can be a little bit messy. This brush is interesting. I feel like I have to get used to it because it is quite different from other ones that I've been using or have ever used. It's not bad. I just feel like I have to get used to it. There, I feel like it's done a really good job separating and lengthening my lashes. Really pretty. Like it's coated every single lash, which for me is not that many, but it looks really nice. All right, there are my eyes. Oh, it's pretty. I'm really smitten with this eyeshadow. So pretty. Okay, let's move on to lips, and I have 3 of the Juicy Tubes. I'm so excited for these. I loved these when these came out, I mean, years ago. I'm trying to remember how old I was. Anyway, I loved these. Here is Hallucination. Here is Marshmallow Electro. And then of course, because you guys know me, I had to get an orange. So this is Orange Flashback. I think because I have such a warm kind of daytime smoky look, I think Hallucination is gonna be the best one, but let's go ahead and try it. So if you guys are too young to remember the originals, this is what it looks like. Comes out of the top, and then you just smear it on. Ooh, I love this shade. It's kind of frosty. Again, something you guys know I love. Ooh, there is Hallucination. I really, really like this shade. But let me just swatch these two for you. I don't know if that's even gonna help, but I am curious myself what these look like. Ooh, there's Marshmallow Electro. Oh, pretty. That is gonna be a gorgeous lip topper. Like if you like something like on the milkier side of things. Ooh, nice. And then there's Flashback Orange, or Orange Flashback? Orange Flashback, sorry. Orange Flashback. And this one looks like it's just gonna be a straight up tint. But that Marshmallow Electro, it has like little glittery bits in there, and oh, this like beautiful, like uber satin sheen. Wow, I love this shade. All right, guys, so here is my full face of Lancome. I am going to do some things around the house, and then I definitely have to go out and run some errands. So I'll take you along with me. Again, I'll be taking my mask on and off so we can see how transfer resistant this foundation is. And again, I powdered this side of my face and I left this side just foundation. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, we're doing the first mask wearing test at home because a maintenance gentleman just stopped by. I actually smelled gas in our apartment yesterday, and it was only in this one spot. It was really strange. And then I realized right above me is like the opening to the attic area. And anyway, we reported it because I thought, well, that's not good. Even though I'd been lighting candles or whatever and everything was fine, I was like, you shouldn't be smelling gas. So anyway, they just stopped by. Of course, we all have to put our masks on. So he just went down to get his tools. And hopefully it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, I had to put on my mask. I figured I would test out this paper style mask first. And then when I go out, I have some like silk masks. Try some silk masks and see how this foundation holds up. So I'll be right back once once the gentleman leaves. All right, the maintenance gentleman just left and I just took my mask off. So I had it on for about, I want to say like a half an hour total. So let's go ahead and take a look at the mask. So here's the inside of the mask and it's white, which is super convenient. I see a little bit right there, and that would be on the right side of my face. So maybe that's the powder. Because the left side of my face, which is just the foundation, I don't see anything. A little bit off my nose there. But I want to say it was touching my face like all around here. And this is where my mouth was. Oh, you know, the juicy tubes actually stayed on pretty well too. Yeah, the juicy tubes actually stayed on pretty well. It's like, it's a thick, it's kind of sticky, so maybe that's why. But I thought maybe because it was sticky that the mask would kind of stick to it, which I felt like it did, but maybe it's like sticking to my lips more than the mask. Well, so far so good. I think the foundation is definitely passing the mask test so far, but it's only been about 2 hours. So I'm definitely gonna be running some errands in a bit. And so I will check in with you guys then. Hey guys, we are in the car. I haven't done dash cam in a while. Because I haven't really been going anywhere, but I do have to run a couple of errands today. I have to pick up a couple packages at the UPS store. Haven't done it in a while. I try and like, I don't know, let them build up for a couple days and then I go, just to kind of minimize my outings. But I have to stop by Target beforehand because I want to get the crew at my UPS store gift cards. They are the best. They are the best. They're super patient with me. They're always really, really nice. I'm always like, I don't know, returning something or, you know, shipping giveaways out and then collecting boxes. Some boxes are really large. They have me go around the back so it's easier for me to pick it up. Like they're just really, really like extremely helpful. So I just wanted to give them a little something, you know, for the holidays. And they're all relatively, well, to me, they're all relatively young. I think they're all in their early 20s, I want to say, or maybe even late teens. There are, of course, some older employees, but most of them are fairly young. And, you know, I don't know what to get them. So I figured a Target gift card pretty much kind of covers everyone. every age group, every, you know. Oh, that's a dog. Oh my God, there's a pickup truck in front of me, and there's a dog, and his ears like flapping in the wind. And at first I thought it was like a mop, and I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, like the dog turned its head around, and then I could see like the face. Okay, wow, I was really confused for a second there. So anyway, I thought Target would be the best for like any age group. So that's what I'm doing first. I'm gonna stop by Target, pick up a bunch of gift cards, and then go to the UPS store. I have 2 packages that need to be returned, and then I think I have 3 or 4 packages there waiting for me. Oh, there's 2 dogs. Oh, no wonder it looks so funny. There are 2, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can catch them. We're at a stoplight. But these two dogs, they're so cute. Okay, success. Gift cards have been purchased. I'm gonna take off my mask. I was in Target for, what time is it? Probably about 35, 40 minutes. Of course, I ended up buying a little bit more than just gift cards, but necessities like wipes, paper towels, stuff like that. Okay, here is the inside of the mask. And this mask, I have to say, is very snug compared to my paper mask because it has this like inner, do you see this? It's like this inner structure here that like lays like right on top of my face. And the only thing I see here is the juicy tubes. There's my lips. Can you guys see that? My lip print there, which matches the lips on the outside. And then I feel like I see a little bit of the nose here. Fairly understandable. It was on there, and I actually had to take my mask off twice. I had to unlock my phone, and then I had to unlock my Target app. So I did like brush it down, but very little. So far, very, very impressive. And I've had this makeup on for like 4 hours now. So far so good. Hey guys, I forgot my vlogging camera. So I'm actually on my iPhone. I had to come back to the UPS store because the line before was so long. So I went home and now I came back out. We're doing another mask test. So I have this paper one on versus the silk one. There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in this parking lot versus the silk one that I had on at Target. So I was just in line for the UPS store, waited. I want to say I've had this mask on for about 20 minutes. So let's take it off and see. And I've had this makeup on now for 7 hours. So I will vouch for the fact that it does look amazing still, like really, really good. My hair, on the other hand, does not, but the foundation looks good. Let me look at the mask here. So this was what was on my nose, and then down here I see a little bit right here. There's a little bit of makeup. So I feel like there's been the most, very little, but the most transfer off of my nose. Everywhere else, I don't really see anything. And I am sitting here in daylight, so I pretty much have the best light possible. Oh, you can actually see the sun rays coming in. I don't know if that's gonna show up. Oh wow. I don't know if that's gonna show up the video or if I'm just seeing that through the iPhone. Anyway, so just wanted to give you that update, but I'm gonna be doing like my final check-in and kind of getting unready with you guys once I go home, probably in about an hour and a half or so. So it'll be like a 9-hour wear test. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, well, it's too dark outside, so I'm sitting in front of like my filming light on this camera. So I don't know, it probably looks a little bit different, but this is the best kind of indoor lighting that I have. And I just wanted to show you guys how beautiful this foundation has held up. I'm really, really impressed, and it is late. I'm actually about to take all my makeup off. Sorry, I'm trying to find the time. It's been a long day. It's been a really long day. I've been meaning to actually check in a lot sooner. It's about 7 p.m. So I've had this makeup on for 10 hours, which is actually pretty long for me. As you guys know, when I do foundation wear tests, it's usually like 8 hours around there. So 10 hours is pretty long for me. And look at how fantastic this looks. I think one of the most impressive things is how the finish of the foundation hasn't changed at all. Whether it's the powdered side, the unpowdered side, it doesn't look any more radiant. It doesn't look any more dry. It looks really exactly the same. And as you guys saw, I had my mask on and off all day. I'm just inspecting really closely in this mirror, and I just don't see like any deterioration of this foundation at all. Like it's not even wearing around my nose, strangely. Like I did feel like in my mask I saw, or when I did see foundation inside my mask, it was like from my nose area, which is understandable. That's like the closest to my mask. It's also where I sweat the most. It doesn't actually look like any has actually worn off of my nose. Like just a little bit wore off onto the mask, but it looks fine. My nose actually looks fine. Wow, I'm really impressed. This eyeshadow hasn't budged at all. This mascara, like I haven't touched up anything. I just turned on my camera and just started talking. This mascara has not smudged, not one bit. The blush is still present. Wow. And the reputation of this foundation really preceded itself because I had very, very high expectations. I have only heard good things about this foundation. So I was like, okay, let's see. And it's really proven itself. Wow. All right. Well, a huge, huge thumbs up for all the makeup that I tried today. So I am actually going to go take my makeup off now. I'm going to take you with me into the bathroom. All right. So I'm going to take off my makeup and I'm going to use, now this is one Lancome product that I have been a long time fan of, and I remember when I first started getting into makeup, everyone talked about this eye makeup remover, and Sephora had it available for like 100 points, and so I kept cashing in my 100 points for it. So I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's the Lancome, the double action eye makeup remover, the bifacile, so you can see that it's like separated. So you do have to shake it up. Got a cotton pad here. And I don't believe this mascara was waterproof, but I'm going to just kind of lay the pad right on top here. And even though this eyeshadow is so long lasting, as is this mascara, this particular eye makeup remover just eats through everything. It takes off everything. Yep, everything is gone. And then I just flip the cotton pad over. Hold it on my eye. I probably hold it here for like 5 seconds, not too long. And I just wipe away the residual and it's like instantly gone, like magic. So I'm just gonna continue taking off my makeup and washing my face, and I actually have a lot more work to do tonight. So I'm gonna get back to my work, but I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to thank Lancome for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys so much. Please comment down below what some of your favorite Lancome products are. I am so loving everything I tried today, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.